My sister gifted me a DNA test for my birthday, laughing, maybe this will explain why you're another man's mistake. Months later, when our family's estate lawyer called them for an urgent meeting about me, their faces went pale. Growing up as the invisible daughter, I learned to make myself small. Naomi commanded every room. Loud, dramatic, mom's favorite. When she got a B, she was well-rounded. When I brought straight A's, mom blinked like she'd forgotten who I was. Dad was different. Quiet, steady, a hand on my shoulder at dinner, a proud nod at my graduation. He was the only one who saw me. He died when I was 35. 3 months after the funeral, mom insisted on my birthday dinner at the old house. Something felt wrong the moment I walked in. Mom's hands trembled, pouring wine. Naomi smirked like she knew a secret. Halfway through dinner, Naomi pushed a silver box across the table. I brought a gift. Something I think you'll find enlightening. Mom's face drained of color. Naomi, inside was a DNA testing kit. Naomi leaned in, laughing. Maybe this will explain why you're another man's mistake. The words hung in the air. Mom flinched but said nothing. Later that night, in my old bedroom, I found a photograph tucked in a drawer. Young mom holding baby me next to a man I didn't recognize. On the back, forgive me. I mailed the kit the next morning. 5 weeks later, the results arrived. No biological relationship detected with the Ellington family. I sent the screenshot to our family group chat. Does anyone want to explain this? Mom called sobbing. Please delete that. This is complicated. We moved past it. Naomi texted. Well, now you know. When I called her demanding answers, she laughed. I've kept this secret for 20 years. Now the right people will finally get what they deserve. I started asking questions. What I discovered chilled me. Naomi had been meeting estate lawyers for months, talking like Dad's estate already belonged to her. I hired an attorney, Sarah, brought her everything. DNA results, the photograph, Naomi's messages. Someone is building a case to erase you, Sarah said. 3 days later, our estate lawyer called. Your father left instructions for a will reading. Those circumstances have now been met. The morning of the reading, Naomi arrived in an expensive suit with her own attorney. She smiled at me like I was irrelevant. She believed she'd already won. Mr. Dalton opened the folder. James Ellington left explicit instructions. He anticipated complications. He began reading. I leave 70% of my estate to my daughter, Grace Ellington. Naomi shot to her feet. She is not his daughter. We have DNA proof. Dalton raised a hand. There is more, he continued. I have known since Grace was 2 that she is not my biological child. I chose to raise her anyway. I leave her my legacy because she alone has proven worthy. Naomi's face went gray. 8 months before his death, Mr. Ellington hired a private investigator. Dalton placed documents down. Evidence of attempts to manipulate his estate, including unauthorized withdrawals totaling $50,000. Naomi's attorney stiffened. The investigation documented consultations with estate lawyers and the purchase of a DNA test mailed to Naomi's address and gift-wrapped. Naomi's eyes widened. That was a joke. Dalton unfolded a note. Mr. Ellington requested I read this. Naomi, I know what you've been planning. I watched you manipulate your mother. These consequences are your own doing. Naomi's attorney leaned toward her. Do not contest this. There's a no contest clause. You'll lose everything. Sarah stood. Any contest triggers the clause, including repayment of loans, approximately $200,000. Naomi's face twisted. That's not a loan. Not according to estate records. Dalton replied. Mom whispered, Naomi, stop. But Naomi couldn't. This should be mine. I'm the real daughter. I stood. You didn't stay, Naomi. You controlled. You threatened. Dalton opened a smaller envelope. Grace, you spent your life believing you were invisible. You were not. I saw your strength, your integrity. You were my daughter. Not by blood, but by choice. My vision blurred. The fallout came fast. Naomi's attorney withdrew. The judge dismissed her contest. Her inheritance vanished. The $200,000 loan converted to debt. The $50,000 she had 1 year to repay or face legal action. Mom came a week later crying, wanting to make things right. Making things right starts with letting me live without carrying your secrets. I left Denver and built a quieter life in Oregon. Some endings aren't loud. They're choosing peace over pain.